Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Boom, 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 boom. How long will EA be? I think we have some estimate times for EA, but I'm not sure if they've announced an official date yet. I'll have to check with the team. Yep. Do, 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 do. Is it possible to play Dune without engaging in the PvP and have a good time? Yes. The only thing you need to keep in mind is the very last tier is in a PvP area, and your server may be more ganky than the others. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But I will say this. I didn't even get to the last tier until like hour 50. So, yeah. It is that kind of thing. There is a lot of game in this game without going into the PvP area. PvP is something in the game, and it is part of the last big area, and that is where the last tier is. But there is a lot of game here that is not that. Yeah. Why do I like this game? I have a thoughts video up. You can check out if you'd like to. Okay, why can't I log into the game anymore? This happened earlier too. I tried 2 times over lunch to log in, and both times it just stuck on this window. Do I just have to let it sit? Like, what's going on? It says in the middle of the screen, buggy. Oh my God. Why do you do that to me? Why do you do that to me? This is what happens if you don't pay your taxes. I hate you so much right now. It was buggy, but now it's sand crawling. I hate it so much. So much. I hate it so much. Okay. Just hate it. Just hate it. Let me in! This is what I do when I'm waiting for Dune to start. Look at that, it worked. Okay. Why do I hear an ornithopter? Oh. That's why. Hey, what's up? You okay? What is this thing doing here? I think someone tried to raid my base, chat. I think that's the only logical conclusion. All right, we need to go get some cobalt paste. Let's do it. Go, there is a thopter at your base. There is a thopter at my base. There is. He be thoptin', yo. This bro be thoptin'. Okay, how we doing here? A wild thopter as nature intended. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Can I adopt him? Dude, get out of my... Oh my god, I'm so sorry y'all have to hear this today. Terrible. I wonder where the fastest zone-in is to go get... Let's look on the map. I don't know what the fastest zone is to get to the cobalt paste stuff, the aetheryte. So the aetheryte is like down here. Maybe not this one, but the second one. Because I bet that would put us like around here. We'd be like right next to it. Let's try that one. Let's try that one. Do I need to get anything here? Let's check real quick. I do need to do a round of plastone. We'll do that later. I much more want to get the paste right now. All right, let's take a quick status update on how we're doing here. We've got no aluminum, barely any basalt. Oh, you know what? We got to do a mining run. Oh yeah. We got to do a mining run. We're gonna do a quick mining run here. This will be quick. You can't have rocket pods on a buggy and also have a mining laser, right? It's one or the other. They both use the turret slot. Okay, I figured as much. Thank you. Y'all hear something? Oh, I just murdered that thing, man. I'm sorry. Yoink. Let me go ahead and pop that in there. Oh, NVIDIA released the official driver for Dune. I think the last thing I got from NVIDIA was the hotfix. I don't think I got the actual full drive. So is it out in that case? Hopefully. There are no mining rockets. That's unfortunate. There should be. They released yesterday. Okay, cool. I'll get it today. Thank you. Something I really hope and love if they would do is when you have a mining laser, if you look at a rock and you can mine it, it would be super cool if the little thing, a little icon popped up above its head, just like if you were to look at it with the scanner. So like this little icon right here. So for basalt, it would look like that. So if I'm in range of it, and I look at it, then it should show the little icon above the head, if it's in range. And if I look at it and it's not in range, then it shouldn't show the icon above it. And that way you instantly know when you're looking at something, if it's in range or out of range. That would be really, really handy. Because right now it's really annoying. Because you'd basically have to do this thing where you go like this, and you just wait a second to see if it works or not. That's not the play. But we can do better. Or have the reticule change color. Absolutely. That would work too. Just have some indicator that what you're looking at is in or out of range. That'd be great. Yep. Any indicator of that would be fantastic. Love me some Dune? Me too. I can't wait to see what like the first big patch for this game is going to look like. Really hope they tighten up melee. Man, these treasures are rare. Yeah, the ones you find under the ground in the desert. Those treasures are super rare, dude. Mm-hmm. What's best in class for a solo player? Best in class for a solo player is pretty much the same as a non-solo player. But the thing is as a solo player, you're going to be doing a lot more ratting. So you're going to be trying to go into the deep desert, get as many materials as you can, and then basically getting out. You are playing an extraction shooter, and it's not fair against you. So, it's that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, check this out. Oh, greetings, sleepers. Arrakis is alive thanks to you. With the launch behind us, we're keeping our ear to the sand to pick up any feedback. We're holding a Reddit AMA on June 19th from 16 to 1800 CEST, 10 to 12 EDT on our Dune Awakening. So if you have any questions about the game, our plans for the future, or how much spice you need, more, the answer is more, now is a perfect opportunity. So Joel Bylos, the guy we interviewed, will be there. So will Ruai Kasai, Chief Executive Officer, and Scott Jr., the Executive Producer. So that's great. I don't even need to guess that people will ask when the next big patch is and what's the plan for updates and stuff. So I'm sure we'll get a lot of good info out of that AMA. That's excellent. Very cool of them to do that. That's a great way to get out info to the community. GG Funcom. Mm-hmm. I will be combing over that AMA tomorrow. Are you going to try to do a solo sandcrawler run? Haven't decided yet. I don't know if I want to try to do a solo one. I think I'm more likely to hire a guildie to run one of my machines and fly out with them. Yep. Basically hire a temporary worker. Yep. The thing that makes me a little nervous about doing it all solo is if you make one mistake, then you lose your own carryall and your own sandcrawler. And that would literally be like 10 to 15 hours of work for a solo player. That would be a lot of work to lose. And you don't really, like, I'm sure we could practice here, but still, it's just, I don't know, dude. Yeah. Oh, interesting, Rithgor. I didn't know that, but that makes sense. Yeah.
At CohhCarnage, you are going to have to build a base in the DD first to craft and store the sandcrawler, because you cannot enter world map carrying the crawler.
You know what? I never considered that. But yeah, that makes sense. Of course you shouldn't be able to go around the world map carrying a vehicle. Huh. Yeah, there you go. So I guess the only way to get spice back to your base is assaults and lights with storage. I guess there's no way to take back the actual sandcrawler, right? Oh, someone in chat says you could technically disassemble the crawler and bring it in. That's a good point. Yes, you absolutely could do that. Yes. Although I say that, but if you think about it, you probably can't carry every piece on you for a sandcrawler. Maybe you can, but if you can't, then you would have to bring a light or assault ornithopter with storage, in which case you couldn't bring your carry-all. So, yeah, I don't know. That would get confusing. Yeah, Vel, that's a really good point too. Yeah, so maybe doing it there's the play. Yep.
Refining it in the DD is probably easier since spice is so heavy.
Very good point. Okay. That's good for now, because I still want to do this other run. So let's go ahead and go back. We're going to get all this stuff cooking. And then we're going to jump in our assault copter and try this new run. See how it goes. Hopefully it's going to go well. We will see. How much storage does the transport ornithopter have? None, surprisingly. The transport ornithopter does not have any storage currently. Maybe they'll add a module or something later, but right now, nothing. There we go. Oop. 171 Ignots. You love to see it. Ignots and Okay. Oh no. Are we too full? We're too full. Bummer. That's okay. Okay, we'll come back and go to the Plastone when we head back. Cancel. Stop. My phone definitely thought I was trying to talk to it. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean go to the Plastone field? Like, what? What do you mean by that? I'm confused. So we're gonna go get a whole bunch of crystals down here because we need about 75 billion cobalt paste. Yep, that's about right. Then we gotta do another spice run. Wait, what ammo cache? How did that work?
Someday I will be able to be more than a T1 Swordmaster. I wish to experience Prescient Strike, but at level 161 I am still hard-locked lol.
Is there like a quest bug for that? That's not good. Alright, where are we on the map? Oh. Well, I mean, that's not bad, but now I'm starting to wonder if up here would be better. Let's go check. Not bad. But I do think we might be able to do better. Oh, can I even exit on this side? Yeah, we should be fine. So, did the game obsession inspire to read the Dune books? Actually, other way around. I read the Dune books for the first time just a few years ago. So, that was one of the reasons that I was really sucked into the fact that this game is really, really saturated in Dune lore. It is awesomely saturated. So that's one of the reasons I'm loving the game so much. It's very, like, the last game I feel like really invested this much into its lore was Warhammer Space Marine 2. So it really does feel like all of the game kind of bleeds Dune, which is surprising considering it's got like a relatively standard survival crafting base, but they did a great job with it. Yeah. Okay, where are we? That's a little better. I mean, this is still significantly better than flying up down here. So that's good. Man, that's wild. I was not expecting to be placed here from this. That's kind of crazy. All right, one sec. Right. We're going to go down to here is probably the closest. Oh. Maybe here. Yep, we got some drops running. Oh, ammo cache.
The tormented soul quest to progress is locked where I can't hand him his hilt. Surin is too blind to see that I've been offering it to him for 13 days.
Oh, bummer, man. I know the exact quest you're talking about as a sword master myself. I'm sorry you're dealing with that, dude. That is mega unfortunate. Okay. This is what we're here for, right here. We just need to bring a whole bunch of this back home. And then we're going to convert it into cobalt paste. Oh, I think that's the mine right there. Cool. It totally is. Excellent. We got this. We got this. No problem. No problem. No problem. Okay, this may have not been the best idea. Okay, let's go with this. Great. What in the world? Dude, this is how you do it, man. This is extreme aetheryte mining. Pretty sure there's a show about this on Discovery. Ow, 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 ow. Oop. Nice and slow, nice and slow. We're actually doing this for a reason. There's going to be down here at some point, most likely, an offshoot where there's going to be like a little tunnel on the left or right. It's going to have like 15 crystals in them. So when we find that tunnel, we want this plane parked as close to it as possible, because we're going to be running back to it a whole bunch. So that's why I'm meticulously trying to bring this down this tunnel, because it will save us a ton of time not having to run up and down the tunnel and pull all the stuff out. Now, the real pro tip would be to use a buggy down here, but I don't have my carry-all yet for that, so we'll talk about that tip later when I do. This is weird. I don't know what's going on with this, man. It's okay. Sure.
I see someone. Identify yourself.
Great. Okay.
Your water is mine.
Nope. Couldn't you put buggy parts in your plane and assemble them where you need it? Yes, you could put buggy parts in your plane and then fly them around and assemble them wherever you need it. But the problem is then you have to disassemble, you have to assemble it and disassemble it, which takes a while. And then you have the reduced load because you have to fit the buggy parts and the parts you're mining back to wherever you're going. So yes, you can do that, but I mean, the buggy's going to mine more than you can carry back by a huge amount. So it's just not really, doesn't really like add up if you do it a bunch. From what I understand, I haven't done it myself, but I've been told that it just doesn't really add up. Yeah. It's not nearly as effective as one would think, basically. Now, eventually, I should be able to do that and just pick the buggy down, drop the buggy down, fill it up, and then just carry it back to my base. In which case, that'll be the business. The absolute business. We'll be doing that as soon as we can. Need a mining turret on a Thopter nose. Dude, I know. If they don't put some kind of mining option from a Thopter, I would be surprised, because that would be so baller in this game. I would just fly around and mine forever. That's all I would do. That's all I would do. Let the power come back. All right. We can get one more, right? Yeah. Great. We definitely do not want to fill up here if we can help it. Lose out on all those.
You need to wet your lips, Cohh.
Thank you, Geralt. I will. Hmm. All right, there's that. How we doing on room? We got plenty of room. Great. Okay, good. Hmm. Hydrate, homies. That's right. Hydrate. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Bruh! How you gonna do me like this? So rude. I'm getting kind of the point of not playing this anymore. I can't find any of that E crystal to make cobalt paste, or I'll find a single node. Kind of just done since I can't progress. I mean, have you been watching the stream for like the past 10 minutes? Out of curiosity? Mm. I am giving you a tutorial right now on exactly how to do exactly what you're saying you're not doing, or able to do. Basically, the way that it works is you're looking for these areas on the map, these CohhCarnage mineral extraction facilities. They're all along this area here. The best way to get in here is an ornithopter, or you can enter on land from the northwest or the southeast. And then inside these, which are generally connected in some way, they're offshoots. And down those offshoots, you'll usually find at least 10 crystals in each one. So there's a bunch down here. Yep. Just gotta know where to look. Of course there's none there because Cohh's mining it all. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so let's go this way. Normally there's ones outside of here, so this one may already be... Oh no, there's one up there. I've never gotten that one. What the hell is that one? I've never gotten one up there. Whoa. Cool. I didn't even know this stuff was up here. There's a bunch up here. Even better. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Saved. Sort of, maybe. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm frequently asked, what do I mean when I say animations don't connect properly? That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Happens a lot in the game. What did I have for lunch today? My wife brought some fried chicken home. Her and my son got some fried chicken while they were outside. Some of that. Good old fried chicken. Okay, let's grab that. 347 put back in. Let's look in here. There is some in here. Okay. Beautiful. We'll do one more. Great. Oh no. There we go. Don Ding Dong with the 95 months. Thank you, bud. Is there an armor type you recommend? Light, heavy, or still suit? I am a melee person, so scout's really good for me since I have to dodge and do all that kind of stuff. Heavy is great if you are a ranged person. There's some seriously great heavy range builds you can do, and since you're probably going to mow down anything before it can get to you, you don't have to worry too much about the dodging penalty. And still suit is just great if you don't want to deal with water as much, or like if you're doing anything in really abrasive areas, like an outdoor build in a super hot spot or something like that. Some people just like still suits anyway, like it's just kind of preferential. But thankfully what I will say is your armor selection isn't a huge issue, so it very much is more playstyle dependent than which one is best. Oh man, look at all this. You have to rebuild your Thopter if you lose it. And eventually you will have to rebuild it through wear and tear, but that takes a long time. And you can repair it during that time. Charles said, I heard the Mind's Eye dev tried to make Cohh stream his game for free by cutting the sponsor right before he started. That's strange. Well, that's called a game of internet telephone, because what you heard was absolutely wrong. That is a whole lot of conjecture that they did that trying to get me to do it for free. That's not what they did at all. They actually told me not to stream it, to reschedule it, so they could pay me to stream it at a later date. So, no. I mean, I think they pulled the sponsor stream because they knew the game had major issues, and I was just talking about that. So I think they pulled the sponsor stream because they realized that they didn't want to pay to show that game off. And I think that's totally fine. I'm 1000% okay when devs want to do that. So, no. I mean, people want to make it nefarious, but I think it was just a situation where they realized the game needs to cook more. And I think that's fine. Charles says, oh, I see. Thanks for clearing that up. Absolutely. Yeah, I have no ill will towards them. And like I've said numerous times, I would much rather they pull the sponsor than pay me to stream some game that they don't feel comfortable about me streaming and they don't want me representing. So I'm 1000% okay with that. Nobody would have won in that situation. Can we go down here? Oh God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sort of? It is murky down here. Oh, is it poison? What game are we talking about? A game called Mind's Eye. I was supposed to do a sponsor stream for it, and right after the stream started, my management pinged me and said that they wanted to reschedule the stream. And that's the first time that streams get rescheduled all the time, but that's definitely the first time it happened after the starting point. But like I said, I don't care. Whatever. Not a big deal. But it was the clip that's going around was a little bit awkward because, like I said, that's the first time that's happened, and I, was kind of not sure how to address the situation properly. But no, it was just kind of a thing. Okay, how much did we get? I might make another assault thopter just to have one for storage and one for rockets. That's a cool idea. If we have over 1,500, I think we're okay. Oh yeah. Oh, we're full. Oh damn. Okay, let's go. Okay. So we're going to go out the north side. I think that's the closest. Is it possible to join the guild? Sure. Just ping Kleinix when he's online next. Yep. King Bird, that is very solid advice. Yep.
At CohhCarnage, my #1 advice to any solo player is to always have a backup ornithopter.
Yep, solid advice. Skippy Peanut, hell yeah, buddy. Joe needs a cargo copter stat? I do. I'm working towards that as we speak. In fact, what I just did right there, that cobalt paste, when we process it, that's going to allow me to make my medium spice refinery, which is a huge grind. At that point, we can start processing spice at 75% more efficient rating, which should speed up the rest of our base production. So once we start getting kind of all this other stuff down, we're going to start moving a lot faster than we have in the last few days, which is great. Can you make the dust harvesting ships like in the film? Absolutely can. Sand crawlers? Mm-hmm. It's a big part of the endgame. Selfie TV, what's up, man? How you been? All right, this is totally done. Oh, dude, I just realized, like, I need to bring some stuff over from here. No. I need all of this. No. Damn it. Great, fine. Jerks. Right, let's go. Didn't get nearly as much as I'd like, but that's okay. Is this my forward base? That right there is my aluminum farming base. Yep. That base is specifically right now to farm, well, bodies. We do a lot of body harvesting with it. Body harvesting, aluminum, and cobalt is what we get there. Yep, I got a buggy with a Mark V ray. It kills it. What, in your opinion, makes the grind of this game so enjoyable? That's a great question. The thing that makes the grind so enjoyable for me is how, first of all, there's always a little bit of risk with it, which I really enjoy. That keeps it interesting, with the worm and everything. And even just going out to the radiation stuff is pretty fun. But I think it's the fact that, like, grinding there's so many different ways to progress, and so many different things to build. And, like, you know, I'm building this base and we get to add on big swaths to it every time. So it's nice having constant progress. Constant progress is awesome. Nice mohawk, thank you. If you raise enough money on the 30th, I might actually have a real mohawk. We'll see. Yeah, it's really fun in that regard. This is our current base that's about 40% done. Very much an open work in progress. Spice blow. That Opter is still there. I wonder whose that is. Okay. Oh, just say you love to be a kid and play in your sandbox? Yes. That is essentially it. Oh, look, I have a little copper node hanging out with me up here. Hi, copper node. We have endless copper at our base, chat. Fantastic. Endless copper. Absolutely lovely. Oh, nope. That's my equipment stash. Much better. There we go. Okay. So first we go over here. And we do this. 600 cobalt paste. That is what I am talking about. Okay. I'm going to put a second giant ass water storage right here.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Great. Cobalt paste. Of course. Cobalt paste. All right. I'm going to chill in here while the... Oh, that's right. We need to copy this over. Yeah. I love that new, actually well-lit part of our base over there. Oh, you know what, though? I don't know if this is going to be big enough. Maybe it will be. Let's see. Maybe it will be. Oh no, I'm out of granite. Wait. No, I didn't bring any granite over. Damn it.
Sector weather alert. A large
Next time.
sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, wow. Not kidding around, man. Jeez. Oh, you know, I just realized. Wait. If I disassemble this, doesn't that give me a bunch of cobalt? Yeah, it does. Okay, hold up.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Dude. Hell yeah. That is awesome. The medium spice refinery. Ooh, this has been a long grind. Okay. And there goes the power. No surprise there. Are these skills the meta right now? Man, I couldn't even tell you. Probably not. Almost assuredly not. I haven't looked up. I don't really do PvP, so I have no point. I don't need a meta build. I don't, you know. This build is great for everything I need it to do. Oh. Oh, you can't access it from the side? Okay. Weird. But all right. Up
Sector
here.
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Here. Great. Perfect. Yep. Now it only takes 750 spice instead of 1,000. For 10. That is awesome. That is so big for us as solo players. That is so big for us. Whew. Boom. Mayor Watt, appreciate you, buddy. Do we have any corpses over here? Cooking? No, we don't. We gotta work on that. That bell is so just disconcerting. I love it. I need to make one of these. Yep. I need one of these. I want one of these. What's the best way to farm calibrated Servox, chat? Because it looks like we're going to need a lot more of those. Is that just the stuff from, like, over here? Yeah, it is. Oh, interesting. We're going to have to go do lower tier farming. Labs and stuff, yeah. Well, you know what? I need to go around to all these and get the intel anyway, so that's gonna be great. Oh, the research icons too? No, the research icons, those aren't calibrated Servox. Those are advanced Servox. Those are different. Those are the rare ones. We're actually going to need a bunch of the common ones. A lot of the T6 stuff, you can see right there. Calibrated Oh, wait a second. Is that the right thing? Am I looking at the right thing? Calibrated Servoc? No, that's it. Yep. It's calibrated Servoc. That's it. Yep. So it actually requires the lower tiered version. You should do some contracts, Cohh. Lots of parts in those area. Oh, you mean, oh yeah, the quests and stuff? Oh, for sure. Yep. I have so many contracts to go do. You can see on here. We're gonna do all these eventually. So we'll probably farm the Servox when we do that. Guys, it's been a pleasure. been just an absolute pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We got a huge amount done. The base is looking great. We got more stuff farmed. This is awesome. The playthrough is going so well. It's going so well. Anyway, on that note, I am done for now. DJ Dino says, you're going to stream any more Warframe? Anytime they drop new story content, I'm back in Warframe. So absolutely. So what we're going to do now, I am out for the rest of the evening tonight. Normally I would have a cozy stream on Wednesday evenings, but unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, I have a date night tonight. So we actually have a nanny and stuff. So I'm going to go do that. But that being said, I will be back tomorrow morning. I think tomorrow is a relatively full day of Dune, probably maybe a little bit of War Torn. And yeah, I might be on for a cozy tonight if we get back early, if the kids are asleep, but depends. I don't know yet, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, goals now. Definitely want to keep working on the space. We have a whole bunch of T6 stuff to do. We're just getting to the point where we can start doing like serious T6 farming. I can make my T6 gear, my T6 tools. We haven't done any of that yet. So much to do. But anyway, I'll see all of you later for it. It's going to be fun. Have a great rest of your night. Have an awesome morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. The three big things right now. We have three big things right now. Cohh.tv/coffee if you want coffee. Keep in mind, we're still working on international shipping on that. So look at the shipping, especially if you're international. If the shipping is expensive, do not buy it. But for some of you, the shipping's great. So check it out if you're interested. Then also War Torn is out on Steam now. You can go to Steam and search for War Torn or go to Cohh.tv/War Torn. That is the game I'm advising on. Went into EA today. It is awesome. We've played it a lot and it's a lot of fun. And then finally, the Fenrir plushie is on the store, and the Fenrir plushie will only be here for 12 more days and then gone. Possibly forever. So if you do want a Fenrir plushie, be sure to check it out on the store. We'll be talking about this a lot more as the days wind down. But yeah, that's about it. Alrighty. See you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.